Who say man no day? Cash. Asa. Kromoede. Inform Kudus. When you walk, says a Ghana, my way, and I say Kudus. Miguel Klejani. Obia say Kudus. Chairman. Wasa, the Mishra. Ghana for beer vampire man. Inform Kudus. Inshallah. This is a crowd of my swag bag. She said for the devil. But Obi Jogians are enough for Monia. But Kudus are female Jogan. Major Gan. That Organ Miss Witch. One got again, Miss Witch. What me a guess in our dog here? Yes, and it's a Kudus. One card drink.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. That was Yao Dabo you saw there interacting with Kudus Mohammed when he was in Europe as trying to promote his academy. Yao Dabo doing an amazing job unearthing talents, and Kudus gave him a good time in Amsterdam. Kudus Mohammed, currently injured, will be out for a while. The coach has given an update on him and says that he's not sure when exactly or whether he'll be available for this weekend, but fingers crossed on that. Today we're going to talk about the striking problems of the Ghana Black Stars. A former Ghana Black Stars player has talked up the possibility of having a striking coach. Yes, he said he brought up the idea before, but was talked down in the end. We're also going to look at the story of Danny Welbeck, who Baby Jetta Samoajan, according to Dan Kwekuyeboah, single-handedly convinced him to play for the Ghana Black Stars. But eventually it did not happen because Sir Alex Ferguson intervened in the matter. We'll look at all that today. As usual, subscribe if you have not. Click on the notification bell to get more updates. So the Ghana Black Stars, goal scoring is an issue, and with the latest striker being Iñaki Williams, it has not been great so far for him. Iñaki, we've talked about him extensively, but beside that, strikers are struggling to find the back of the net for the Ghana Black Stars with frequency. It has to do with a lot of things, but the main one, especially for former Ghana Black Stars player Dado Usu, is that we do not have a striking coach. And now the former Ghana star Dan Owusu has suggested that including a striker coach in the technical setup of the Black Stars could help solve the current striking problem facing the team. And now the Black Stars have been struggling to find a replacement for legendary striker Baby Jata Samoajan, with several forwards failing to make an impact, including Jordan Ayew, Iñaki Williams, Felix Afenajan, Caleb Kuban, Richmond Boachi Yadon, and Antoine Semenyo. Williams, who plays for Atletico Bilbao, has been the team's first choice since his nationality switch with Spain prior to the World Cup, but is yet to score a goal. Owusu believes that Black Stars need to tap into the expertise of former strikers to help solve the goal-scoring problems. This is what he said. It will be prudent to get a strikers coach in the Black Stars team, he said. When you go to Europe, they used to employ strikers coach, but that is not happening in Ghana and other African countries, which is bad. We are the resource personnel to the national team because we've been there before. I suggested this years ago, but everyone turned a deaf ear to it. I availed to help solve the scoring problems, but I was never given the chance in the national team. I'm old now and can't hold the strikers coach position, but I believe we have some top former strikers who can step in to support, provided they are given the chance, he added. Also won the Ghana Premier League Golden Boots 3 times and was an important member of the Black Stars in the 1970s. And I think he has a solid point here. I think it's quite clear that we need help, and we need help from people who have done it before themselves, and that includes strikers who have been able to find the back of the net on a regular basis. Dan Owusu has done it in the past before. He suggested that he do it, but now he cannot do it because he's in his old age. He suggests that the FA and the Black Stars technical team call on players who have been there, done that, and can support the national team. And it's a laudable idea. Baby Jetta Samoa has come into the conversation before, and it's quite clear that he will bring in some expertise where a lot of people might not know. A striking coach is something that Chris Hughton probably should be thinking of, and I'm sure looking at the work he's doing and what he wants to achieve with the national team, he would be clearly open to that. But let me know what you think in the comments box on what Dan Uzu has said here. Do you agree with him? Let me know what you think. Michael Essien has been securing his coaching badges on the low, and many talks are happening about whether he wants a place in the Ghana Black Stars national team setup. Well, Essien, according to reports, is not interested in that. The former Chelsea man has no interest in becoming the coach of the Black Stars in the future. Well, never say never, they say. He can be not interested right now, but probably in a couple of years' time, he might be singing a different tune. This was reviewed by Nigerian journalist Lolade Adewuyi, who recently met the Chelsea man in Denmark, where he now works for FC Nordsjælland. Essien, a key player for the Black Stars 2002 to 2014, has set his sights on coaching and has recently obtained his UEFA A and UEFA Elite Youth Coach licenses. The 40-year-old is making progress towards his goal and is now based in Denmark, where he works for FC Nordsjælland, a club that once had Ghanaian star Kudus Mohammed and Kamaldeen Sulemana. On Twitter, it was posted, "On my way to Naples, had a long layover in Denmark, where I met Ghana legend Michael Essien. He's now a coach in FC Nordsjælland in the Danish Superliga. He recently got his UEFA Elite Championship." Essien retired from international football, having won the Champions League with Chelsea and the Premier League twice with them. And clearly you know that at the moment Essien probably wants to build experience. He wants to improve himself before entering the cauldron that is the Ghana Black Stars coaching job. It comes with a lot of pressure. He's taking it easy now, and knowing Essien the kind of guy he is, probably might never be interested in it. But as I say never. Anything is possible, and with the expertise he can garner from years to come, he might be the next upcoming Black Stars coach. But let me know what you think in the comments box on this one. Michael Essien there. And now on to the news about Danny Welbeck. Yes, Danny Welbeck and his possibility of playing for Ghana. According to Dan Kwekuyeboah and Asamoah Gyan, single-handedly convinced Danny Welbeck to play for Ghana. Danny Welbeck agreed to play for Ghana, Samoa said a day before the boy decided officially. Sir Alex heard about it and threatened him not to play for Ghana because that would be the end of his Manchester United career. Despite not playing for Ghana, Welbeck remains a fan of the Black Stars and celebrated his club teammate Tariq Lamptey's decision to come and play for Ghana. We don't know how true this is, but that's according to Dan Kwekuyeboah. And if anyone has inside information on things, he's the go-to guy, obviously. So I think probably there's some truth in there. That would be quite interesting. If Manchester United boss Sir Alex Ferguson did threaten that would be the end of his Manchester United career, which ultimately did come to an end. He played for Arsenal, and we know the rest is history. And if that is why Welbeck decided not to play for Ghana, probably we're better off without him, because if you want to do something, if you are being controlled by a manager or by someone else, probably you are not the kind of person we need in the national team setup. That being said, he chose himself. Ultimately, he chose what would work for him, and if choosing England did that for him, congratulations to him. No hard feelings. It's a choice, and he was bound to go one way or the other. Unfortunately, he did not come Ghana's way, and that is fine. So that has been it for today. Kudus Mohammed, and there we'll be back possibly this weekend, having a fun time with Yao Dabo as he tours Europe, promoting his academy, Dabo Academy. Also there we'll be talking about Baby Jetta Samoa Gyan suggestion of him being a striking coach. Dan also says we need a striking coach in the Black Star setup. Essien is not interested in the Black Star setup, at least not now. And also talking about Danny Welbeck and not playing for Ghana. because his coach threatened him. Let me know your thoughts in the comments box on everything. I'll see you guys in the next one. Enjoy the rest of your evening.